Assalamualaikum and good day, everyone. I am Johaini Tisa Mama and my topic is about assessment and reporting of student progress. So what is this assessment and reporting of student progress? Particularly, it is focusing on written progress reports and parent-teachers conferences. These are important tools used by schools to communicate students' academic performance and overall development to parents. Through proper reporting, parents become aware of their child's strengths, weaknesses, and areas that need improvement. This also helps create a stronger partnership between the school and the family for the benefit of the learner. So itong si assessment and reporting of student progress, isa itong mahalagang paraan kung paano ipinapaalam ng paaralan sa magulang ang progress or performance ng kanilang anak sa school. Kung ano yung mga improvement, development ng kanilang anak. Kung ano yung mga strength, mga weaknesses, or yung mga areas na kailangan pang magkaroon ng improvement. The next one is the written progress reports. Ano nga ba itong si written progress reports? According to Macmillan 2007, written progress reports are reports that may be given weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly to inform parents about students' progress and achievement. These reports serve as a formal way to communicating the students' performance in school. Instead of waiting until the end of the grading period, parents are regularly updated about how their child is doing academically and behaviorally. Through these reports, parents can immediately identify areas where their child may need support or encouragement. So itong si written progress report, according kay Macmillan 2007, ito ay naglalaman ng iba't ibang impormasyon tungkol sa performance ng estudyante. Kasama dito ang resulta ng kanyang exams, ng kanyang quizzes, at iba pang mga oral reports. So dito, makikita ng parents na ang kanilang anak ay may improvement sa mga areas na ito. The next one is the content of written progress reports. Tatalakayin naman natin kung ano ang meron kay content of written progress reports. So a written progress report contains different kinds of information about the student. First, it includes performance in tests and quizzes, which show the student's understanding of lessons. It may also contain information about projects and oral reports, which measure skills beyond written examinations. So aside from academics, the report also includes observations about the student's motivation, participation, cooperation, and behavior inside the classroom. Finally, teachers often provide suggestions on how parents can help improve their child's learning and performance at home. Because of these details, the report gives a complete picture of the student's development. So, ang mga nilalaman ni Progress Written Report ay kung ano yung mga information tungkol sa improvement ng estudyante para magkaroon ng track ang parents kung saan particular na area ang need nilang i-improve. Naglalaman ito ng mga reports ng kanilang mga projects, ng mga academic performance nila. So now let's dive into the discussion of what is the purpose of written progress report. The main purpose of written progress report is to keep parents informed about their child's educational progress. It allows parents to monitor both academic achievement and personal development. Through these reports, parents become more involved in their child's education because they are aware of areas that need improvement and areas where the child is doing well. In addition to that, regular communication between teachers and parents helps identify concerns early and find solutions before they become bigger problems. So sa written report ng estudyante o ng bata, nagkakaroon ng idea ang mga magulang na ang kanilang anak ay nagkakaroon ng improvement sa kanilang academic performance or kung saan yung mga weaknesses nila na need pa i-improve. The next one is the sample progress report. So this slide presents an example of a kindergarten progress report. Unlike higher grade levels that focus heavily on grades, kindergarten reports often assess learning habits and behaviors. This may include whether the child follows directions, completes tasks, participates in activities, works well with others, and demonstrates positive classroom behavior. Such reports helps parents understand not only the academic growth of their child, but also their social and emotional development. So, sa sample na ito ay progress report ng isang kindergarten. So, magkaiba no sa mga higher grades na talagang tina-track lang yung mga nagpo-focus lang sa grades. Sa kindergarten naman, ito ay naglalaman ng mga assessment tungkol sa performance, sa behaviors ng bata, kung paano sila mag-perform sa loob ng paaralan or sa klase. Now, let's tackle about the parent and teacher conferences. Ano nga ba ito sila? So, another important way of reporting student progress is through parent-teacher conferences. According to Durham 2006, parent-teacher conferences are both a responsibility and an opportunity. They are a responsibility because parents play a major role in education of their children. They are also an opportunity because they allow teachers and parents to discuss the students' progress face-to-face. Through open communication, both parties can work together to support the learner's academic and personal growth. So itong si parent and teacher conferences, ito na yung mga meetings na kung saan yung mga teachers nagpapatawag sila ng meeting no, sa mga parents para magkaroon ng communication kung ano yung mga dapat pag-usapan about sa mga bata na dapat nilang i-improve. So, hindi lang si teacher ang may responsibilidad no, sa mga bata. Dapat si parents din. They have play a major role in education of their children. So, magkakaroon sila ng idea na ang mga anak nila ay may progress na sa ganitong areas at magkakaroon din sila ng idea na yung mga anak nila ay may dapat pang i-improve sa kanilang academic performance sa paaralan. So what are the importance of conferences? Bakit nga ba ito mahalaga, ang parent-teacher conferences na ito? So parent-teacher conferences are important because they create a direct line of communication between teachers and parents. During these meetings, teachers can share the students' strength, achievement, and areas that need improvement. Parents can also express their concerns and provide information about the student's situation at home. This exchange of information helps both sides better understand the learner's needs. As a result, they can develop effective strategies to help the students succeed in school. So, gaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, no, isa itong mahalaga part, no, na magkaroon ng parent-teacher conference or mag-meet yung parents and teacher, no, face-to-face para mapag-usapan kung ano nga ba talaga yung mga improvement, mga behavior ng mga bata sa loob ng paaralan. And sa ganun, magkaroon ng idea yung mga magulang na ang kanilang anak ay nagpa-perform ng maayos o nagkakaroon ng kung ano-anong mga behavior no, sa loob ng paaralan. So, therefore, they can develop effective strategies to help the student succeed in school. So, kaya sobrang mahalaga yung parent and teacher conferences. Now, tatalakay naman natin si guidelines. Kung ano nga ba itong si guidelines. So, to make parent-teacher conferences successful, certain guidelines should be followed. Una, no, first, schools should announce the schedule of conferences in advance. This gives parents enough time to adjust their schedules and attend the meeting. Second, conference dates should be included in the school calendar at the beginning of the school year. This allows parents to plan ahead and ensures greater participation. These simple practices help strengthen communication between teachers and parents. So, para maging successful ang parent-teacher conferences, no, kailangan sundan yung mga guidelines na to. Na prior to the schedule of the meeting, kailangan mag-announce na yung school or ng teacher para magpatawag ng meeting. Nang sa ganon, mabigyan nila ng sapat na oras, no? Yung meeting na para maka-attend sila and magkaroon sila ng idea kung ano-ano yung mga pag-uusapan sa conference na yun. So to conclude this, written progress reports and parent-teachers conferences are essential tools in monitoring and supporting student learning. They help keep parents informed, encourage and parental involvement, and strengthen the partnership between home and school. So when teachers and parents communicate effectively and work together, students receive better guidance, support, and encouragement. Ultimately, this collaboration contributes to the student's academic success, personal growth, and overall development. So, effective reporting of student progress is not only about giving grades, it is about building communication, collaboration, and partnership between teachers and parents to ensure the holistic development and success of every learner. So, napakahalaga nitong si written progress reports, no, sa success ng bata. Kasi dito mo malalaman, dito mo matatrack ng mga parents kung ano yung mga improvement ng kanilang mga anak. Hindi lang talaga nakabase sa yung grades lang nila, kung ano yung mga nakukuha nilang scores sa quizzes, sa exams, sa oral activities, or sa kahit anong academic performances. But also, yung mga behavior nila, kung paano sila mag-behave sa loob ng paaralan. So with that, natatrack din yung mga academic growth nila. So this concludes for my part the assessment and reporting of student progress. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you gained some knowledge about this topic.